I'm Zach.
And I'm BJ. Welcome back to your weekly bourbon, whiskey, beer, and all things barrel-aged blog. Because that's what we are.
Isn't this a vlog?
Isn't this a podcast?
A vlog.
Well, we don't technically podcast, at least not yet.
now.
I
It's
guess
a
we
video
are a
log.
vlog.
Video log.
Oh, God.
It's a
we're
vlog.
We're going to get it right someday, guys. Hey, welcome back, Zach.
Hey,
Whoa!
Hey.
We got that.
Hey, we have a special guest here tonight. We have our special guest, Zach.
Special guest. Zach is back.
I'm back. Good to see you guys.
Zach, I think we've lost like 30% membership.
I
you.
don't know about that.
No, yeah.
were not
You're
here.
fan favorite, and
Yeah.
you're a fan fave. And when you're not around, people don't subscribe. They stop clicking like and ringing the bell and tuning in, and you know we're losing membership because of
you're very
you.
soothing. Apparently, you bring a lot of
Well, the soothness.
you bring a lot of
You're very
necessary. You're a soother.
Little-
Apparently, me and BJ are too polarized.
You're a
Smooth and soothe.
You're a soothe criminal.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
I see.
No, I
see
don't.
what
Wait,
happened there.
what's
I
that
see.
mean?
Jimmy, tell us what we're doing tonight because Zach
you're
doesn't
not
know,
around.
and you and I have planned a devilishly good show.
Oh, we have a fantastic
Devilish.
show tonight. First of all, give me 2 hot seconds because I need to just check something on our YouTubes.
That is so.
Are we broken?
No, we're not broken. I'm just making sure that everything's good to go. And I think that's probably the first time we've had some awkward silence here.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
are we
very
seeing?
weird.
Well,
That
I
was
think
super
we're all
weird.
looking at the
Zach,
laptop. We're
well,
like,
here. Yeah,
is
we're
it
all like,
green?
oh, is it broken?
Is it green or red?
All right, so
we're red.
here's what we're gonna do. While James does this, Zach, tell us where you been. What have you been up to, man?
I actually went on vacation to Alaska.
You're not allowed to go on vacation.
I know that's weird. You know, like
All right.
I almost tell myself I'm not allowed to.
All right, Nanook of the North. What'd you do in Alaska?
So Alaska, we looked at whales, we looked at glaciers, we looked at small
They
towns.
still have glaciers up there?
They're massive. They're like the size of buildings.
Oh, okay, good.
They're very, very big.
Okay, good.
Drank a lot of Alaskan amber and Alaskan IPA.
Delicious.
And ate that alongside some king crab
Delicious.
and halibut.
Just for the halibut?
Just for the halibut.
Da-dum.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys had a good time.
Very good.
Any big standouts? Anything major of note there?
Aside from like the glaciers and whales, no. I mean, just it was kind of an overall awesome trip.
So Alaska, the home of glaciers the size of whales and whales the size of glaciers.
Yes.
I was trying. I haven't even had anything to drink yet.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I really
no, it was a
liked
good
my
trip.
first
It was
trip,
fun.
But then you're like,
First cruise.
haven't
Oh,
had
you
a cruise
cruised.
yet.
Yeah, we cruised up there. That's,
Oh man.
How was the ship itself?
Talk to us.
It was the princess. What was it? The Princess Crown.
The Princess-
Medallion, I believe.
Princess.
Yeah, the
Brown.
Princess Crown Medallion. Yeah, it was a princess cruise. So
So you had
super
the
nice.
The Medallion class ship,
Yeah, the Medallion class ship.
Beautiful.
You walk around with your medallion, and that's how you pay for everything.
which is odd. So did you have the experience where, like when you walk up to the bar, they're like, "Oh, hello, Zach. Another one of those drinks for you," and you're like, "Oh."
pretty much. Yeah, it
Fancy.
was interesting. Like I didn't understand it at first, but then I looked over and I'm like, oh, okay. They're seeing.
Yeah.
There's like an RFID system where they're showing up. You're showing up on
Correct.
their screen, and then
It's live CRM, man.
yeah, and so like the last couple of beverages or whatever you're ordering shows up under your profile.
Super rad. Super rad. I cruised with Princess earlier this year, and we also did a Medallion class ship, which was life changing. It was really, really cool. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
Big dig in that. Are we good over
Yeah,
here?
I'm sorry, y'all. We just had
You got me really worried.
We had some privacy. Like some of our videos were set to private for some reason, including the stream, but now it's public. We have some people rolling in.
Hey,
Oh.
welcome to the Barrel.
Oh,
Pedal
so
Show.
we're
Tracker,
private.
In
so-
the chat, Middle Tracker said, best halibut you ever had was in Alaska.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean,
no,
you're
we.
kind of at the source,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, pretty much.
That's
That's
it.
where they catch all the halibut, and then I mean you can have it fried, you can have it
dude,
boiled,
I
you can
love,
have
like, a
it
good fish
broiled, you
fry.
can have it.
I-
Yeah,
Like I remember growing up, we had a Knights of Columbus, and there were like Elks, the typical
yeah.
You know,
organizations.
the social org.
That's right.
And they would always do a fish fry on Fridays. And
Was it halibut? Was it halibut?
Yes,
fish?
I think that was my point too. It's
Hell
like
yeah.
halibut fish fry.
I took
Yeah.
Amanda for her
Fantastic.
first halibut last week. Mm-hmm. I know that Vegas is not exactly what you think of when you think of halibut. She's never
like,
had it before.
Where?
Todd's. I took her to Todd's, right? I told you we went to Todd's for the first time.
Very
Todd's
cool.
is a very local place here in Vegas. If you know about it, you know about it. If you don't, then you should write to us and we'll tell you about it because it was amazing. And their whiskey selection at their bar was mind-blowingly good.
Really?
My favorite was when I said, "Hey, you have William LaRue Weller for $10 a pour?"
No.
And he goes, "William LaRue Weller." I'm like, "Yeah, I see it on your menu, but I don't see it on your bar. Is it true? It's really $10 a pour?" And he goes, "William LaRue. Oh, is that the WL?" And I went, "Yeah." And he brings out this old stubby bottle
Wow.
of William LaRue Weller.
Okay, did that look delicious or
Looked delicious.
revolting?
I spent $50.
Which one? Hold on. Which Weller was it?
The William LaRue.
Like the antique?
Like the
version?
P-tag.
Those and stubby
It was an
barrels.
old.
And I'm gonna
P-tag.
correct you on live because somebody will call us out. They
Oh.
would make stubby barrel William LaRue Wellers.
Well, then what the fuck was this?
It was one of the small. It was either 107,
It wasn't 107.
12.
It was not 12.
What else was there? They did stubbies. All the Pappy and Old Rips were in stubbies.
This said W.L. Weller.
Maybe someone in the chat and it was in cursive writing like Weller.
Yes.
Maybe someone in the chat could chime in on that.
telling
I can
you.
look it up later.
What color was it?
Was it a black and clear?
It was red, clear, and gold.
So I believe they did the Weller 12, but it wasn't called Weller 12. I think it might have been called William LaRue Weller.
Well,
So
it didn't
hopefully-
taste as trashy as Weller 12.
Well, it's an old stubby bottle, but I'm really curious now as to what that was.
Because they also had
Regardless,
the Weller
your
12.
deal was
They were charging
off the charts.
$15 an ounce for Weller 12, and they were charging $10 an ounce for this WL. And I was like, yeah, no, you can pour
Nice.
this.
Did you get more than an ounce?
Oh, I had 5 ounces. That night.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
nice.
we definitely went into it. Oh, good. The chat is
All right,
rolling
chat's
in.
starting to blow up.
So let's talk about the show. The
Really
show.
quick, a shout out to welcome to the show, Metal Trucker, Uncle Punky, Sub 1K.
Hey,
Welcome to
hey,
the show.
hey, hey,
Welcome,
hey.
welcome.
Pew, pew, pew,
Sorry,
pew.
So we got an incredible show. So listen, we've been hitting it on some great whiskeys and bourbons
We
lately.
have.
We
have.
really have. Zach has missed some of those. And so what we have done tonight is we have a blind tasting where we are going to
Hold on, really quick. The chat knows what we're drinking. It's in the title of the show.
Oh yeah, the chat, you all know what we're drinking.
So
I have no
we
clue,
don't
by the
know.
way.
They don't know.
I'm
they don't know.
blind.
I know.
blind.
Oh, you? Well, no, but
I know
it's.
it's
all of
out
them.
here.
Okay.
If it's what we've discussed, I know all of them.
So hold on. Should we tell Zach what the choices are?
I'm gonna tell Zach.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know the actual bottles.
No, we're gonna tell you. You need to know.
I'm gonna want to know. Okay.
You didn't change anything on me,
didn't
right?
change anything.
Okay. So what we have tonight, because we talked about this 2 weeks ago. If you watched our show for the Old Ezra 7, we had talked at the end of that I said I think the Old Ezra 7 would stand up to some major heavy hitters
We were surprised at how good it was.
because it was amazingly good. And,
Yes.
and I said Blue Note, it would definitely stand up against.
Yes,
And
you
then-
guys, that's my favorite right now. Single barrel Blue Note.
Fact. And
Shout out
then
Blue Note.
I also thought it would really stand up well against a Jack Daniel's single barrel.
Yes, and I concurred. I was like, absolutely.
So we have the
That's
Jack
the-
Daniel's
that-
single barrel.
So that okay. So wait, you had Old Ezra.
Old
Well,
Ezra
there's a
7.
7,
Okay.
which is a
Single barrel.
barrel
it's a
strength.
Barrel strength blend.
It's a blended barrel strength.
That's one
But
of
that
these.
doesn't matter. That's kind of irrelevant. Keep
And there,
going.
we have the Blue Note. Which Blue Note is it?
It's the it's a Specs store pick,
Okay.
and I believe it comes in at 60%,
Okay. So we have the Old Ezra, which was what 58%,
58.5.
58.5, 60% with Blue Note, and then we have a
There's
Jack
an
Daniel's.
outlier that's 65.
Oh, it's hot, mother. Okay.
That's what we got tonight.
Copy
And
that.
I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure I know exactly which ones are which. But we have it lined up for 1, 2, and 3, and I only know that based
I
on
know
color.
what's which.
So Old
I know
Ezra,
too.
Jack Single Barrel, and Blue Note.
Yep. So you guys want to get jumping in here with number 1?
Yeah, we're gonna get
Number
into,
1,
number
the
one.
lowest pour here.
So out of the colors, and I don't know if you guys can really see that well from the camera.
Pretty
but
light.
We have one. This is pretty the lightest out of the bunch. So I'm going to put in the chat what we have so you guys know.
Should we write
So we
down what we
have-
think it is, or just member?
No, we'll talk about it.
Ooh. Ooh, that first chew is
And
invigorating.
that's what we got on, and we have 3 blind tastings.
Ooh. Okay. Hey,
Oh,
welcome back to
did
Wednesdays.
you swish it?
Yeah, I'm really into the whole like chew it on that first sip.
You got to stop doing that. Even Redbeard said stop chewing this high ABV stuff right off the bat. You shouldn't be doing that.
like
What do you think? Like if it's high ABV and you're chewing it, does that like numb your mouth?
Yes.
You think? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit.
Stop chewing it.
Ooh, that second sip. The
Get a
first
little,
sip,
get a little,
which I
get a little
chewed,
cough out of that.
was much easier. The second, ooh, very salivating a lot. Kind of made me cough a little bit.
How you doing, War Clan? Welcome.
What up, War?
Who's that? War Clan?
War Clan, yeah.
Ah, very cool. I like the name.
Sub 1K says chew on it, baby.
Yeah.
Chew it, baby.
You know, chew it, man.
Anyway.
Okay.
So give us some impressions. Give us nose of one. What are you guys feeling? What are you getting out of the number one here?
A lot of ethanol on number one on the palate. I'm getting some ethanol, and then I'm getting some oak.
This one's super sweet to me.
It's young corn. It feels like young
Yeah.
corn. And the nose is not doing a ton for me.
Yeah, the nose is really
A little muted.
weak.
A little muted, right?
Yeah, pretty muted. Yeah, I mean, like,
A little muted nose.
yeah, I was trying to smell for. I'm kind of wondering if this is the single barrel or not.
No, because listen, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you all a hint
Okay.
on how you know that it's not the single barrel. It's not Jack, and we know this because
So I don't get peanut.
There's
I
no
don't get
peanut,
the
there's no
Tennessee
banana.
whiskey. Yeah, no banana.
no peanut, no
Sorry,
banana.
not banana. Fuck, I'm getting my fruits and vegetables wrong here.
So after
Not a banana. I did not mean to say peanut.
well, you
No peanuts.
Tennessee whiskey does have a peanut,
it's true.
right? It's nutty,
It's true.
and I do think there are some nutty tones on
Nuttiness.
this.
I like that. We're all nutty here.
I think it's a little nutty.
Top Feed Coco says, "What up, OG
What up?
cast?"
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody-
We're all here. It's the originals. What up, Top Feed?
Actually, you know, the more that the more this sits out, and the more that you hang your nose over into the glass, it actually gets quite a bit sweeter.
So I like this. Listen,
I
there's
enjoy
nothing.
it.
There's nothing on this table tonight that we're not going to like. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to say I think this is very good. Young corn, very aggressive, very ethanol forward. A little bit of a muted nose, but this is one of those like after works, get things started. This is almost like a Friday night, getting excited for vacation. Like I like this. A little aggressive.
Dude, I'm getting like a
fan.
caramel, like creme brulee almost.
I'm getting
smell
mint.
to it.
I get a lot of
So,
mint on this.
I get what both you guys are saying. It's got some heat. It's not as ethanol-y as BJ alludes to. I think that it has an ethanol kick, but it's very quick.
Isn't it?
It's brief.
Maybe the chew affected that.
I think the chew did. You need to stop doing that flipping chew. Patrick Curry, welcome. I do get mint.
Hold on, can I have to shout out because it's more than Patrick Curry
I
tonight.
know, but can you hang tight for a
Oh,
second?
yeah, I'm
because
sorry.
let's get through this, get through Zach, and then you can have your minute. We need to get into this.
We're gonna get through this and get through
Because I know
me.
exactly what you want to bring up, which is amazing, but you're going to have to hang tight. So, with this sample number one, just like these guys, I'm echoing off of that mint.
Smells like dirt.
Mint. So, we
That
BJ insisted I get some coffee out here to clear the senses.
is that what that does?
It's
Anyway, mint. I get the creme brulee, like Zach's mentioned, that caramel, kind of burnt sugar.
I like the nose better than the taste. Taste is pretty good though.
Oh man, we are all off tonight. This is
I don't
this is
know,
a
man.
weird night to do a blind
Like if you
taste.
really,
This one, I think I know what this is just based on my experience level with this, and I probably just gave that away. I think it's good. It's solid.
I think you're right. I think I know what this
Yeah.
is too.
Yeah.
But I was basing that strictly on
So do
color.
we want to throw a guess out there, or do we want to move on? And
I
then
think we
guess
should move
at
on.
the
I
end?
think we should move on.
All right.
I'm not gonna guess.
All right, I just wanted to say, since Patrick Curry is
Yes.
is tuning in, I also know the whole Curry clan is over watching us. We're on the big screen over at their house.
Oh.
So shout out also
out.
to hey Don, hey Patty, hey Kevin and Megan, hey everybody. Maybe Garrett's over there too. Just hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. I know you're having,
Hey.
you're
Thanks
having
for
the
tuning
watch
in.
party.
The Barrel Buddies appreciates you and give you a cheers.
Yeah,
cheers to the Barrel Buddies
Polish
watch
off
party.
some of this
Number
one.
2 cheers. Boom.
Yeah, get into that number two. I'm ready to get into number two.
Yeah, take a number 2 here.
I'm getting into number two. Uncle Punky, this one's for you. Hey, hold on. I've got it. We got it. Well, we'll get into it in the second half, I think. But we got to talk about Pennsylvania because I got a news story that's going to blow your mind out of Pennsylvania.
I know what this is.
Oh, wow. Okay, big oak presence.
Oaky, but it's got a sweetness. It's a sweet oak.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually enjoy that. Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
the nose
So
is solid.
I don't think that any of
Sweet.
these. I don't think that any of these are caramel. Like these are not caramel present. But I am going to tell you. I'm going to call you out. I know exactly what to tell you in this one.
Yeah.
But Zach, tell us your impressions on nose and taste here.
So nose, very sweet, a little bit of oak.
Oh yeah.
Kind of that actually transfers into the taste too.
Oh.
But slight oak.
How you
Amazing
feeling?
taste though.
Amazing taste. Wow. Hey, just get into the chat real quick.
I think this is Blue Note.
Ooh, interesting. Our fruity whiskey, WarClan is asking, are fruity whiskey cocktails a thing in the industry right now?
Fruity whiskey
I'm going to say
cocktail.
no, and here's why. But hold on, I know you're shaking your head yes, but let me just get out my statement really quick. I would say that seltzer are right now peaking in the industry, which means you have a lot of sweet cocktails. My impression right now in the bar scene, it's a lot of chartreuse drinks, a lot of mezcal-based drinks. It's a lot of, I think tiki cocktails are coming out big again. But I see a lot of Negronis, a lot of, gin cocktails.
Wouldn't like an
Amaros.
old fashioned would be like a bourbon fruity drink? Because I mean, there's an orange in it. There's Luxardo cherries.
Highly justified.
It's fruit plus
like
bourbon,
justification.
fruity bourbon.
Very justified. I took that question more as like in the bourbon cocktail realm, in the realm of just strictly bourbon cocktails.
Okay.
Are fruity bourbon cocktails a thing? And I was going to say, yeah. I mean, think about you were just in New York a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And all those peach, like
all
almost
the
every
drinks-
menu had a
Bourbon
pureed
peach is like the hottest drink I think on the scene, at least in New York City where I was down.
And then
wait.
bourbon cherry cola, where it's
Everywhere.
like bourbons and cherry juice.
Yeah.
Is
with,
this a bourbon
splash of cola?
a bourbon peach or is it peach bourbon?
No, it's a bourbon peach.
Is that
It's
gross?
not a branded bourbon that's peach flavored.
It's not Bird Dog, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
Unfortunately,
Bird Dog. Please hit us up.
unfortunately,
for
it wasn't
don't.
Bird Dog.
No, don't.
Bird Dog, dude. I'm gonna bring some Bird Dog peach and make that a blind tasting.
We should
and then
do
you're
Bird
gonna be
Dog
like,
peach versus Crown peach versus
Hey,
some other
Bird Dog,
peach.
if you're listening, and I hope BJ
No,
tags them in
he's,
socials.
He's crapping on you right
Listen,
now. He's
send
crapping
us
on you.
all of your flavors. We'll do a show where we do
They
all
do have a
flavors.
medley of flavors,
Outta
don't
here.
they?
No, get out of here.
Yes.
Back to number 2, thank you very
Bird Dog,
much.
Bird Dog.
Because all he wants to do is have some ranty show where he's like, and here we go again with some shit-ass Bird Dog.
No, I'm not going to shit on it until we sip it and
my
try it
God.
and neutrally evaluate it on the show.
All right, for those of you watching right now,
neutrally
go
or
ahead and put it in the
mutually?
chat. How many times has James commented on how terrible Bird Dog is? It's like every other show. So, come on with me here.
Whoa!
I have nothing
He's
to
like,
say.
rant,
So back
rant,
to number 2.
Rant.
End of rant.
rant.
What do we think about number
I
2,
know what it
James?
is.
I know what
It's
it is
great.
too.
It's so good. It's good. It's good. We've had it before. It's
Liquid
tasty.
peanut brittle.
Yes, I get this like nuttiness, sweetness, sweet oak, sweet nuts, caramel.
See, the more
It's
that the more that it sits out, the better it gets. I mean,
Man, it's good.
yeah, I like my whiskey to sit out for a little bit, get some air into it.
Definitely.
Then it kind of sucks that oxygen in, and it changes
Yeah,
the
you get a
flavor
little
to it.
oxidation.
But what do you think about 2 against 1?
2, hands down.
I like two better.
Really?
Yes.
One is
No
good.
way.
Surprising.
But this is exactly why I
But
said what I
there's
said
different-
2
there's
weeks ago.
nuances. So there's a complexity in 1 that I really appreciate. I think it's
Agreed.
got levels.
Agreed.
Whereas 2 is kind of hit it and quit it. It's like, boom, you get it, and then it goes away.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I could sip on. Like, I'm enjoying 2 a lot, but if you said right now, hey, I'll give you another pour.
I wish we had a little bit more of one, so we could kind of go back
I'll
to
tell you
it.
guys why when we're done.
No, I know why. I already can pick it.
Yeah.
But I know what number 1 is. Great. Oh, okay, ready to move on to number 3?
See, I'm getting creme brulee, nuttiness, more caramel, and I'm wondering what this guy's
That's
going to
number 3.
You were right on
You're
on
hitting
2.
the nail on the head. A lot of that, yeah.
All right, number 3.
Ooh, man, I love the nose on 3. It's like sweet.
Wee. That's good.
All right, but I'm getting like, come on.
Don't say
guys.
Don't say it, James. I know what you want to say. Don't say it.
All right, I'm going to type it in the chat. On the nose, like a ton. It's like a metric ton.
I mean, the flavor should give
you
that
know,
away.
You know. So that's your dead
Immediately.
giveaway. Like at any blind tasting
Yep.
things out there.
Agreed.
Or if someone throws something in front of you, they're like, "What is this?" And you can smell it, and if you get this, you know what it is.
This.
Banana.
Banana. So banana. We know this one immediately.
This makes me want to put my banana hammock back
Ooh,
on.
it's hot. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Actually, I'm really glad this is number 3 because it kind of warmed us up.
Is
No,
this
was a
the?
great pour.
Wait, this is
really good
the
pour.
gold label one, right?
This is Jack Daniel's single barrel.
It's a hot boy. It's a
Yeah.
hot boy. Damn boy.
But it's good. It's so good. So normally I think this is too hot, but I think that just kind of ramping up to it tonight, I really enjoy this. I think this is great. This is the Jack Daniel's single barrel, hands down.
Hands down,
The
it's
banana is so prevalent. We know it. It's so easy to pick. And then you got that charcoal mellowed, kind of astringent flavor that I think Jack Daniel's is known for.
Aren't these all charcoal mellowed?
I think you're right.
Maybe
I think
the
they
first
all
one
are.
might not be. If we're right in our guesses.
Oh yeah, no, I think you're right. I think the first one, no, they're not.
Oh.
I actually don't think that they are. I was thinking of Dickel, right? Because Dickel is maple charcoal mellow.
Yeah.
Wet
And I
rock.
don't think that the first one is.
You can get wet rock.
I
It's
have
not
to
Dickel.
No
look.
wet rock. No
It's not
mineral.
Dickel,
No minerals.
But I have to look at the first one's bottle to see because
Okay.
I always think that because of where it comes from, but it always touts itself from a whole nother state.
That's fair.
All right. So, Zach, I think it's pretty fair to say that James and I know exactly what whiskey
these
each of these are. So we need to know
Would you like to make a guess?
which ones are which. And,
So Jack Daniel's, the single barrel.
Number 3.
yeah,
Number
that is-
3, number Trace. I'm thinking. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever had Old Ezra. But I'm thinking Blue Note number 2, Ezra number 1.
Is that what you're thinking?
Hang on a second.
Try it one more time.
It's okay.
Do it, and that's fine. No, we're not.
There's
we're
no
not
right or
telling you
wrong
that. It's not a
answers.
right or wrong answer. This is, and then I want you to kind of judge like what would you
Yeah, and then give a rating.
guess, and then give a rating, please. That's what I'd like you to do, Zach. So give your final guess.
Yeah, that's my final guess.
Okay.
So
and now what's
Jack.
the rating
Yeah,
out of the 3?
rate them in
Rate
order.
them in order.
Oh, that I enjoyed them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that I would go. Hang on a second. Let's do another
Hold
little
on,
tasty.
While Zach does that. Top feed Cocoa. You're having a shitty day.
Oh,
You're
no.
hanging out with us.
But yeah, that makes it better.
He's doing some meal prep. It sounds like I'm reading the chat.
Tons of fun.
Yeah, what are you
Says
prepping?
He's got jerky tomorrow, beef and broccoli tonight, chicken pepper wok fry tomorrow, and duck confit on Friday.
Well, that sounds like freaking
Holy
awesome.
moly, I'm coming to hang out.
Yeah, the duck alone makes me crazy. You guys really think this
We get good
Jack
duck
is
in
so
Vegas, though.
hot?
It's no. It is. It's hot, but it's hot in a good way.
Hot in a good way.
I enjoyed these bourbons in this order: 2, 3, 1.
Interesting. Wow.
So, no, hold on. So, name it then. What did you say your 2 you thought it was?
So 2, I believe it's Blue Note. 3, Jack Daniel's. 1, Old Ezra. But
And
I've
that's
never
your
had.
rating.
I've never had Old Ezra before. So
Old Ezra,
I just-
Old Ezra 7. I just want to throw that out there.
Old Ezra 7. Oh,
There are levels,
different
right?
tiers, yeah.
All right, I'm going to tell you what I think.
Please.
But first, I'm
go
going to
right
rank
in.
them.
Please
I'm going to go number 3, then I'm going to go number 1, and then I'm going to go number 2, which I'm kind of shocked at because of how much I was kind of
Wow.
ejaculating over number 2.
Wow.
But I'm going to tell you what they were, and then James you just jump all over me. So number 1 was the Blue Note. Number
Oh.
2 is the Old Ezra number 7, and number 3 is the Jack Daniel's single barrel.
Interesting.
I concur. I don't know. So, again, guys, so we had Grace graciously pour us these, so we don't know.
I'm telling you, I know that, just so you know, off of the color. If you'll remember from the old Ezra 7 show, the color of that old Ezra 7 was so dark. It was shockingly dark.
It was shockingly dark. I think BJ hit the nail on the head. I'm surprised with your ranking.
I'm in a weird mood tonight, though, and I already
That's
said
fair, that's
I thought
fair.
my palate was a little off. My sniffer's a little off tonight.
Okay.
You like it hot. You like it hot.
But I'm digging this Jack Daniels, which normally I don't.
Hot
I'm
boy.
really about it. I'm really about this Blue Note.
Hot boy for a hot boy.
So,
Hey.
Hey.
here's what I got. Here's what
What's
I
that
got.
mean? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Number 1 is definitely a Blue Note. Number 2 is the Old Ezra. Number 3 is the Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I get them mixed then.
But that's okay because you haven't had Old Ezra. I'm 1,000% sure if you would have had the Old Ezra, you would have known.
For some reason, I thought Blue Note was darker. I guess
It's
not.
a little lighter in color.
It depends, guys. You got to remember, some of these single barrels are barrel blends. There's single barrels, some darker, based on where they were in the warehouse. The Storm Survivors.
All that barrel homage. You got to get some of the barrel out, and this is American white oak.
Right.
And so American white oak is really interesting because it's already a pretty light colored wood. And so to James's point, depending on where it is in the rick house, if it's up high and that wood is starting to deteriorate and it's breaking down and it's really shoving a lot of that barrel into the spirit, then you're going to get a much darker spirit most of the time. Not all of the time, but most of the time, because you're getting that barrel is breaking down. That oak is breaking down, and it's putting the molecules into your spirit. Hey, so let's get these bottles out.
Hold on. Top Feed's ran into someone I haven't seen in 25 years, still can't stand the dude. That's why you haven't ran into him in 25 years, because you don't like being around that person. So that's a good thing. Just
obviously not missing anything out on that 25 years.
Exactly. All right, so what were you saying?
Let's get those bottles. Bring out those beautiful bottles.
Grace, can you bring us the bottles?
Hey.
We'll let Vanna come down with the bottles here in a second, and we'll give her a minute. Let's go back. So I didn't rank.
Could you please?
Yeah, what is your rank?
Yeah, I didn't rank. I just told you what I thought these were.
We need a Ferris Bueller Grace.
I'm not doing a Ferris Bueller's Grace.
We need a Ferris Bueller's
Grace.
Grace.
In post
No,
to
you
put the
just
scene
do it.
of Rooney yelling at his desk.
Just do it, please.
For Grace to bring the bottles down to the show, if you don't mind.
Do the Grace.
She's getting it.
Do the Grace. Do it.
Because
You
I
can
don't
do
want
it.
to yell, and
No,
the people that are watching the show are
push,
going to be like,
just push your mic away.
That is so fair. That is so Ferris
It's my
Bueller.
favorite.
you can
It's my
pop them
favorite.
right there for
Yep.
us.
Yep.
And what's
yep.
number 1?
Number 1, Blue
Blue
Note.
Blue Note is number 1. That's
Ta-da!
the camera.
Not so much because not so much left.
Number 2, thank
Ta-da!
you.
Wow.
Ezra, as we said, which makes our number 3.
Ta-da!
Jack, thank you very much.
Thank you,
right.
Grace.
You're right.
Wow,
You're right.
You're right.
We got him. We got him.
Yeah. So we did exactly.
Just looking at me
we
like,
got
"No,
it.
You guys didn't.
We got it exactly right. Hey, good job. This is
Yeah.
the first time that you've nailed
That's
it.
fine. And I'm glad
your
you
wine
got to try the
tasting.
old Ezra.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Like, looking at that on the liquor store shelf, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how much does an old Ezra go for? The 7-year.
No, I think they're like 60, 70.
60, but like
Might pick that up.
So like your run of the mill small batch.
Yeah.
What would
for a
that go
7-year,
for?
It's like the $10 average per year.
So let me
Okay.
remind you all some specs on the specs here. So this is the Blue Note Specs single barrel. This is a store pick. So this is the unfiltered, uncut Blue Note. It's 61.05%. So this is a pretty hot boy coming in. Remember,
boy.
Blue Note comes out of Memphis, Tennessee, but it touts itself as a Kentucky bourbon, which I always think is really interesting. But it does drink as both. It's got a little nuttiness to it, but it's it's got a smooth caramely, as Zach was pointing out. Some nice caramel content in the Blue Note.
Creme brulee.
Can I give my obvious? I still didn't give my ranking.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Rank
that's
it
okay.
out.
No, that was my fault because we've been all
We
over the
graced
place
it.
tonight. First one for me is Blue Note. I like number 1 because of the complexity. However, Old Ezra is my obvious number 2 pick. Amazing flavor, but it's just quick. It's like you gotta keep drinking to stay. You gotta keep the pace up, right? You gotta keep drinking it to get the flavor. It just comes and goes very quickly, but it's a really good flavor. The Blue Note lingers. The Blue Note is like a well-aged, mature whiskey, and it's not. It's only 4 to 6 year. I think most of those barrels are.
That's pretty young.
Dude, you know what?
young
You know what's
corn.
interesting about the Blue Note versus the old Ezra?
Yeah.
Blue Note goes down quite a bit easier.
Oh yeah. And they're very close in ABV. You got a 58.5 or 60.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that 3% is quite a bit different in the opposite way that I thought it would be. Because
Interesting.
you think higher percentage of alcohol, it's gonna be a little more harsh. Or you're gonna get more ethanol, but it was actually the opposite. the Blue Note went down smoother than the Old Ezra.
Goes down easy.
Goes down easy.
All right, so here's the Old Ezra specs really quick. This is charcoal mellowed, by the way.
Oh.
So this is a
okay. So they're
charcoal
all-
mellowed
Okay.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 58.5%, as you have so graciously
Old
pointed out.
Ezra 7-year, yep.
So it aged 7 years. And it's a barrel strength. So this is a blended barrel strength. They don't proof it down, so that's pretty delightful. And then getting into our Jack Daniels we
This
had
was my
tonight.
third place pick, which don't get me wrong. Here's the thing: just because it was in last place for me, it has some really good flavor. But man, it's hot. You got to get through a lot.
So
of heat.
weird. I normally would never put this first place, and tonight it just drank so good.
No, hey, it's been open for a while too. In all fairness,
Super mellowed
So,
out. Since
Oxidation.
last time we opened this, it's really mellowed out.
Dude,
So-
I remember the first time we actually opened one of
If you won't
those.
mind,
And it's
I'm gonna go in for a little more.
when you first open up that bottle, like it's fire. It really is.
gasoline.
Yeah, fire, gasoline, super duper hot.
That's gasoline.
Yeah, it's gonna sit out. It's gonna sit out for about 15-20 minutes.
So this was bottled October 14th of 2021. This is the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof select. So it's not just regular single barrel. This is barrel proof select. This is coming in at 65.65%.
Hot boy.
131.3 proof. This is a hot daddy. Also charcoal mellowed in true Jack Daniel's fashion.
Going to the chat here, Top Feed says he went from 15% to 100% great. Thank you guys.
Hey, there you
Hey,
go.
Toppy, good to see you.
Warplan wants me to put the whiskey names in the description. Absolutely, I will do that.
For sure.
Really quick, let's talk availability, right? Because I know that's why a lot of you are here. So
Yeah.
the Blue Note, it's all over the place in many states, okay? I can't tell you guys where because I don't know all the states that they distro. However, they don't distribute on the West Coast, so I don't see distro in California and Nevada.
But
Texas has it. Arizona has it.
Yeah, you got to get that through.
Can't you get a special order going?
Well, of course,
I don't
want
want
to
to
people
name
but
out a certain
40 to
place.
$60. You guys should be able to find this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
can
Blue
we-
Note,
Yeah, how
Yeah.
did we get that Blue Note?
We're not telling,
so good.
Okay,
we're not
just
telling.
making sure I'm not.
But I would
saying
say
something
that
that I
I would say
shouldn't.
that mine was special delivered by Santa Claus.
Moving on to the Old Ezra 7. That's a 7-year. A little bit more hypey. It's out there. It is an allocated bourbon, though. It comes out, I think I see it come out about twice a year.
Sounds right.
Again, I got to kind of ballpark what I spent on it. I want to say 50 to 70 or 40 to 70. Kind of. I know that's a
big
wild
window.
ass guess, but
40 to 70
big
for
window.
because I
that?
picked that up like 2 years ago, and the price I think when I paid it was like 40, and now it's up to 60.
Wow.
Which is why I said it was $40.
Well, 2 years
But,
ago, that was a
yeah,
freaking
inflation.
deal.
Right.
Well,
And that was for a
also
7-year.
whiskey inflation too, which
Whiskeyflation.
whiskey inflation, which is
Whiskeyflation.
10 times
Yeah.
more than regular inflation.
And then the Jack, you can find these. These come out, I would say, about once a month. These single barrel selects. Here's the thing you guys got to be careful of, though. They have a barrel select, which is a black label. You can see it pretty much all the time, and it's 47%. It's a lot higher than the 40% Jack, run-of-the-mill Jack.
yeah, you want
Yeah.
the hot, you want the gold one.
The gold
You want this
labels are the single barrel selects, which are what the stores pick. Those go anywhere from like 60 to 70%.
Yeah.
And-
And they're like $90.
I was gonna say I actually think this came in at $69.99 when I bought it, but they have jacked up the price quite a
Yeah,
bit.
I haven't seen
Jack
these for
has
less
jacked
than
up the price. Not Jack,
less than
it's
90
these
bucks.
retailers. It's not the distillery.
Yep. All right, so that's our final. So you once again you're saying Blue Note is
I'm
your
gonna say
number one.
Blue Note is my number one because of the complexity.
Okay.
I think it just lingers, and I was like, wow, this is really
So
good.
that's your number one tonight. My number one was the Jack Daniels, and your number one was
My number one was Old Ezra.
Wow.
But you know what's funny? Like, if you showed him to me and he said, "What do you want to drink?" I would go 1, 2, 3.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Would-
see?
and it was
Off the cuff,
basically
I'd
the
do
opposite.
same thing. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, I would too. Honestly, I would too.
And just because I know Blue Note, I know Jack, did not know Old Ezra.
Yeah, I would have said, "Yep, I like it. I know I like it. Woo, really hot. Wouldn't have drank it. Meh, I don't know about that." And instead, we shock ourselves every day. And that's the point of this show, to discover some things and to find out things you didn't know. So thanks for watching. I think that's going to end.
Yeah, that kind of wraps
That's
the
going to
show.
wrap this show. We are going to stick around for those of you watching live. We're going to stick around and talk some news and talk some other things. We're going to chop
we're
the
just
show.
gonna shoot the breeze. I mean, we're not even gonna stop the show, right? We're just gonna.
We're gonna cut so I can cut post.
We'll say cut, but then we're just gonna
Yep.
keep going.
So-
And cut.